Okay, if default values uh, is there, then we'll also set that default values. Okay, so for this default value is suppose if I click here, then there will be a default value. One is manual, you have to type manual, or the next way is in the validation there is a valid values. So if you add the valid values, suppose y for the yes and for no. So if you click now, then you will see that default values for these two valid values. So we'll do this for these valid values. Okay, we'll set the default values if there is any valid values. So first of all, we'll check. Take that valid values. So we are after default before default value, we'll here take the parameter in valid values. Okay, so if there is valid values, and we'll write this here inside this. First of all, what we'll do, we will add the valid values. So let's create a switch. For now, we'll use this valid values as this y and combo combination. Okay, so switch. I am using switch case here. Suppose first of all, let's if the valid values we have given the valid value as and y, then we'll add the uh, and y these these values here. Okay, so in this way you can add this valid value here. The dot first of all we have to give the value and we have to give the description. Okay, again we have to add the another value for no. If we have to take the valid value, we have to take the default value from valid values, then we'll take the default value from valid values. Or if there is no uh, valid values, but there is a default values, then we have to also write that after this this if section will write that. For now, what we'll do, if there is a default value, then now we'll select that, we'll set that default value. Okay, full dot default value is default value. So default value should be yes or no, either yes or no. Now what we'll do, if string this is for normal where there is no valid values, then we will just set the default value. Okay, now you can also collect this for more To control the data, you can just collect these values from, like, after adding this you can collect this y and for setting the default value you can check if the default values is y or not. So you can throw the exception here as well. For now I'm leaving this as it is. Now what we'll do, we'll simply add this in. Now we'll collect the result in this integer value. User field dot add each is okay. I have already got the intelligence code. So here, mm, what is it doing? Making a two variable here, and we are getting the last error. If in case a result is not zero, if the result is zero, then we are showing the status bar as field created successfully. Okay, so in this way we can we have completed this field detail. So we have to return some we have to return here boolean, okay, because is expecting that. So let's write this same exception here as well. And if this is here only, we are returning true, else will return false. Write this here. The condition is for this. If we have to write here false, to false. Okay, now our field detail method method is completed. Okay, so after this, now what we'll do, uh, we will inside this create field. I think we have created here create field. Okay, so here now we will call our this field detail. Now here, how can we do if this table is created, then we have to pass the here field. We'll call this field details. Add field with the details. Let's give it as a name, add field with details. It will be for us. Okay, so we'll simply pass this table name and title. What fields you want to add. Now as per the requirement you can add the fields. Okay, so let's for now let's use this first number, second number, and operation and result. Okay, so we'll create these four fields. So here I'll write this field name must be less than 10 character. Okay, less or equals to 10 characters. So because what happens when you give the name, suppose first norm, then what will SAP do? SAP will append this u underscore and your field name will be first norm. Okay, so in this way SAP will make your UDF field. This will be title, and now you have to give the description first number, and next thing you have to give is field type. What kind of field type you want to create? So let's go to SAP. So here field type are alphanumeric, numeric, and date, time, unit, and totals general. So in our case, we'll use this numeric because the number we are using here to receive the numbers. Okay. Here it will be field type dot dv underscore numeric, comma. So another is field subtype. So let's see field subtype UFLD subtypes dot, can see here what is your subtype. Okay. So if the field type is if we have given numeric, then you can just give this as a none for now. If you want checkbox, then you can also give that checkbox. Okay, so for this link is used to set the path where your field will store the path, or you want to open the file explorer by by clicking these fields. Okay, suppose this is the link field. If I double click here, then my this Windows Explorer will open, so I can choose the file from there. So for that you can use that link. For now I'm using here none, and let length will be 0 for numeric, because you can see here values none. So you can give the length. Okay, let's give this length for now. You can give this suppose let's give it as a 10 for now by default. And if this field is mandatory or not, you can also make this. So for now let's make it as a non-mandatory field. And what we need to pass now, we have to pass the valid values. Valid values will be nothing here, and default values also will be nothing here. So you just pass null, and you first you have passed the first field details. So in this way now press Ctrl D to copy the line. Give this num and make this second number. The next thing we need is a operation field. So operation field contains the valid values. Okay, so here what we'll do, mm, let's give that as OPRT. Okay, now this will be our operation, and we'll give this as a numeric. And here let's see what can we give. So let's leave this as a none, and here now what we can write is for valid values will create operation. Okay, and default values will be, what will be your default value? So you go here, click here this field and go to collection. So you can see here value is for a for add, and as for subtract. So what we'll do, we will now uh, operation, and we will now give the default value as a. Okay, now for this operation, what we need to do, we have to write the logic here inside this field details. So here you can also, now you can make the another case for operation. If it's a, then you have to give add. Now our default value will be a for add, and read the result will be same as this number numeric field, it will be. Okay, so what we have done till now, we have created, we haven't still created the table. Okay, so we have writing this inside this uh add-on license. So let's copy this here. Let's remove this from here. And what you want to give this table name. Okay, you have to give the table name. So let's give it as a O test for now. OTST. Okay, inside if OTST is not created, first of all we have to create table. Okay, so here in create table, what we'll do, we'll write here OTST. Okay, let's first of all check for this OTST. Let's use this as well. First of all, what will this TST table will added. Okay, here test table. So first this table will create, then after creating this table, we'll call this create fields. Okay, so after creating these fields, after creating this field, what we will do, we will now add the fields with field details. Okay, so let's check this for now. Let's call this here only create. After creating this table, if the result is true, then what we'll do, we'll create this table. Okay, so we'll pass this here. Right here. Okay, now I think we are good to go. Okay, and create table and click start. Now let's check if everything is working out. Why I'm using @ here? Because to identify this is a user defined table, because SAP will uh, append at the rate for every user defined table. Okay, now let's go inside this create table. Okay, this table is not exist. Now going to add the table. Okay, now we have got the result as 0. That means table has been added successfully. Okay, so table created successfully. We can also see this side by side. Okay, now you can see a table created successfully OTST. Okay, so after creating table, result is now true. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll create a field now. Inside, let's go inside this create fields. Now what is the table name? Table name is @OTST. Okay, so let's go inside this now. Uh, Add field with details. Click F11. Now if table exists or not. Now first of all we'll check this if this table exists or not. Go inside this method, click F11. Now here we'll check. You can see here um, think we have got here false, because just now this table structure has been modified, due to which we have got this error. So let's put a breakpoint here and click on F5. Okay, now first of all we'll click on yes, because now our database is modified. Now again we'll run this application. You see here, then you go to Python user defined table. Okay, first of all let's check this create table exists or not. I still getting this. Let's stop this. Let's check if table is created or not here. Okay, you can see here test test table has been created with no object. Okay, so we have the passed here to create our table as a no object. In table type you can see a no object, but this for only for one time we will check this table exists or not, because every time we are checking this table exists method. So we will do, we will remove this table exists from here, and we'll only check table exist or not only once after calling this. Okay, here also we have already checked the table exist or not, so I think we don't have to check the table exist again, because if table is not created then it won't go inside this create fields. Okay, let's run this again. Let's go inside this now. Table is already created. Okay, so now let's check if field will create or not. Okay, now we'll check the if field exists or not in this table. Okay, so title here, title means is first now field exists or not. 11, go inside this. Okay, let's check if record count is 0. That means this field does not exist. Okay, if this field does not exist, then we are going inside this. Now we are providing the detail to this object reference interface. Okay, this is a object reference. There is no valid values, so it won't go there and it won't go inside this as well. Now it will add. Okay, we are getting this error. Let's check this. Ref count for this object is higher than 0. Okay, let's check that issue. This is also same issue. Okay, first of all, let's release this COM here. Here is some issue. In this try catch block. And finally here and clean that. Let's try to clean that. Okay, com object bars dot release. Okay, now let's add this here. This let's try this again. So subject process ID. Let's try it again. Okay, put a breakpoint. Let's put a breakpoint here. Same error. Check it. Okay guys, let me debug this issue, why I am facing this issue. Okay, so I'll let you know after that. Mm, and okay, let's uh, if your code is working, then please let me know in the comment section, but I'll definitely check this issue why I'm not able to add this, and I'll let you know. Okay, so this was for this in this video, and we'll discuss furthermore. Okay, now let's stop here, and I'll definitely connect this. I'll let you know why this issue is occurring. Okay, so you can also check this issue. You can also research about this issue. Okay, so bye bye guys. See you in the next video.